Hey, this is Different Careers with Kate Nudd. And again, I am going to try these series of videos to be, what's it called? Reasonable. But this is the massage therapy book I had. We're going over chapter 7, and we're going to watch these videos. This is my first time watching these videos. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I may do all of them, I may not. So let's get started with video number 1.
Effective body mechanics requires the therapist to move from a stable base with the feet forming the foundation for all movement. The lower portion of the body is capable of providing about 2.5 times more power and stability than the upper body. Proper body mechanics transmits force from the therapist to the client using lower body stability. The upper body can then become a flexible conduit while the therapist remains free of injury. The therapist typically uses one of 2 foot stances when delivering massage strokes: the bow and the warrior stances. When in the bow or warrior stance, each foot makes contact with the earth at 3 points. Both feet represent 6 points of contact. This double tripod structure provides the foundation for movement. Also known as the archer stance or lunge position, the bow stance is used when applying any stroke where the therapist proceeds from one point to the next along the client's body. The therapist is usually facing the head or foot of the table. The therapist's feet are placed on the floor, one pointing straight forward, the lead foot, and the other pointing toward the side, the trailing foot. The lead foot points in the direction of movement. When applying massage along a limb or the trunk, keep knees flexed while shifting weight between the lead and trailing foot. For longer strokes, place the trailing foot behind the lead foot, then step forward with the lead foot while leaning forward. When returning, shift your body weight back to the trailing foot and slide the lead foot back without losing contact with the client. Keep the upper and lower torso in as straight a line as possible, using rotational movements when needed. Your shoulders should be relaxed while your hands and arms are moving, transferring the load through the torso to the legs and feet. Also known as the horse stance, the warrior stance is used to perform massage strokes that traverse relatively short distances, such as pétrissage, most friction strokes, and reaching over to the far side of the client's body. The therapist is usually facing the opposite side of the table with both feet placed on the floor a little more than hip distance apart and toes pointing forward. Soften your knees by allowing them to flex slightly. Keep your hips pointed forward and your back straight. As long as both feet are on the floor, lean forward with your thighs resting against the table. Shift your weight from one foot to the other as your hands move up and down or back and forth across the client's skin. If a lifting or lowering action is required to apply a massage stroke, raise or lower your body by bending your knees and keeping your back straight.
So I will say this, pretty much that's what they taught in massage therapy school, but then what they did is if you're like, one foot is this way and one is this, they're like, try to like move and stay grounded to the ground. They said it was like, they were like, the client will feel more connection or something. So I tried that, but it seemed kind of ridiculous. So I wish I had seen this in massage therapy school, because like it was like very hard to not ever pick up your feet. So it seemed like something ridiculous that someone told you to do in massage therapy school. So I wish someone had clearly given me instructions. Hey, here's a CD to watch that helps with, you know, foot stances, body mechanics, draping. This is how you do things properly, because I'm just watching the first video. It's like, oh yeah, that would have been a little bit more helpful, but pretty much they showed you the proper technique of standing by a table. So I hope you enjoyed this video. More videos to come.